Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. This is your host Martin Wong, and today, Breakfast Show with Trade VSA, we'll be looking at the market with VSA 360, one of our premier products that you may have not tried out. And of course, we would like to welcome back to all our members for coming in here. And as I said before, on the coming Wednesday, this Wednesday, why the market was so difficult to trade, and a lot of things that we were anticipating, like the foreign funds flows, and that has sort of turning to negative, which means they are going outflow from what we see right now here. So what is the perspective going forward in here? Are we looking for more correction in here? Let's look at the market right now that we share with you in here. And definitely thank you for coming this morning, and please like and share this video in your timeline. All right, let's take a look at what we have this morning in here. So the session will start off with what we call stage 3 distribution, which we talked about last Friday. I think you'll remember that, and we are looking out for sign of weakness should the market turn, and definitely one of the first sign will be the foreign funds flow. So right now we want to prepare our members as well, those of you who are watching, how is the market likely to have a stage 4 mark now. You know, market goes up in stage 1, which is accumulation, stage 2 of a markup, stage 3 of distribution, and then stage 4. And this has been repeated in our tutorial in here. If not, go and check it out in here. So the key thing is some of you may opt to stay out from this market if you like to, should the market begin to break down. But let's look at it into this market. However, there are opportunity to trade, and especially if you are inexperienced, we will definitely do some of the sharing in here, look at some stock trade idea that you look at using our Pentagon guider, in our VSA 360, that will surely put you in the right track in here. And of course, for those of you who are ready, want to join us and learn more, we definitely have the VSA 360 premium membership to learn more. And of course, our 360 comes with lots of feature in here, the screener, the intraday, and also the insider buying and selling, which many of you have seen me feature this time and time again. And if you are first time watching this, give me a thumbs up in here, so we'll make sure, you know, we bring this up to speed for you so far. So let's take a look at the market. 5 things we should know of, and we have seen the KLSE has definitely turned Red Pentagon. That was yesterday, which anticipated we have a 15-point sell-off in here, and I really thought we would have make a upthrust at least then the market, but indeed it just sort of sell off just, I suppose, after lunch. We'll take a look at that, and let's see what we have this morning on VSA 360 in here. And I was looking, so we click onto the dashboard. So this is something that once you log in, you'll see V Solar hit price bottom. That means it's actually turning aside. This is one of the alert that we have. And remember, we were talking about V Solar earlier on. That looks like V Solar has already turned onto the downside. We'll check out V Solar too, and that's why you want to set up this kind of alert. Then you can know that you'll be notified in here. Today is down 5%. You can see it hits up here. It couldn't, you know, take off from where it sits on, and that's why it's down 5%. And that we say maybe it's time to move, but we definitely have a strategy for this. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the into the market, which is one of the trades we have, and definitely we want to see is the first thing we're going to pay attention is the foreign funds flows. All right, now foreign funds flows, if we go on top me here again, this is kind of let me just make it a bit smaller, then easier for you to see. So you can see from here, market did have a huge sell-off, and this is again no surprises. We've been having a very healthy 1 2 3 4 5 right now. If you're going to go through like what we saw here the next 3 days, and again this morning, where is the market? If the market's going to be sell off, then we expect foreign funds to also sell off in here. They are the big taiko so far in the market, right? But in between then, let's look for some opportunity too. I'm going to look at the KLSE market next. Property has turned very bullish, so that's definitely one of the, you know, when you go through your screener, this is first thing you want to pick up is the property sector. The utilities as still green and still strong, and construction. So 3 are very favorable here: construction, utility, and property. And we have seen also SP Satir made a big nice jump from the market from here. So let's see the sectors right now. So from the sectors, we still have KLCI turn Red Pentagon. So usually when you see this for the turn Red Pentagon was just yesterday, and the respective of the market is going to turn too. So be warned, especially those of you who are SmartRobie users. Do take note that when the market turns, everything will turn. Technology is only up for 3 days and it started to turn right now. You can see, right, everything all sort of U-turn in. What else we have? Just now we're looking at property. Okay, let's look at property. Property, remember, it's been up 44 bars, 44 bars straight on. This is really defying gravity, and a lot of this also fed on by the local analysts. Seems to be very bullish on property. And then again, remember the interest rate rise. So this one, if you have a nice run, continue to run it, take some profit in here. So that's why it's important to pay attention to the property, to the sector rotation in here, so you're able to rotate out, and that way able to catch some of these in here. The other one is also construction. This is property, sorry, let's go to construction, which is up here, which is only turning green Pentagon for the last 3 days. So right now construction just turned green Pentagon, so that seems to be good. So that's something you want to keep in mind. The construction stocks is started to turn up here. And then we have utilities, which I think has been up 48 days. So this is my takeaway for those of you who are listening right now. You see that construction has moved up only 3 bars from green Pentagon, and property is up 44 bar, industrial product up 64 bar. So which does mean construction has some room to play catch up in here, right? So some construction. So when we were doing later on the premium screener, or if you can go over to SmartRobie, check out the hot sectors under construction there, you can pick up some of these stocks which already turned green Pentagon, and those has not turned green Pentagon. So you can really be there to pick up these stocks and to see how the market will pan out from there. And as I said before, today is down the 3 points from here. So you can see also the KLCI, a lot of them are in pinkish, and they are down about 1% in here. So the KLCI has turned back to the month of October. This is the month of August. It is still the negative territory. So after we have a nice 6% gain, which is very exceptionally high gain that we're seeing. Kecha is still one of the big picks in here. Uvin, these are all construction in here. So take a look at those. And finally, the KLCI, which I did say before earlier on, where it was green Pentagon, finally it follow everybody lah. Everyone all red Pentagon in here. And of course, the attention now is focused back on the US, whether the interest rate hike is going to be in here as such that even the bond yield has gone up. So that's why we are seeing the market right now is showing this kind of anticipation that the market, again, all in behold, we already said before, month of August are correction month, and no surprises why we did. Later I'm going to come back here and look at the Pentagon Guide. There are more features in here, especially those of you who are interested in the membership here. We have the learning section in here, and also our knowledge center, which has a lot of our tutorial in here. Our turbo trading method, which we talk about for our monthly orientation, is also in here. So those are the things that we have in here. Also, let's check out the notification. I think you saw one just now, right? Just share with you in here. V Solar, Inari hit Red Pentagon, Nilex hit Red Pentagon. So that's pretty good to know. And we turn on to the central alert. These are all the more general. Oh, exit rate has turned green. Kosan turned green Pentagon. Interesting. Let's click on Kosan. What does Kosan tell me? Oh, lots of buying here. You can see, oh, the family all buying a nice one in here. So this is perhaps a very good insider buying, right? Kosan turned green. The Tan Sri buying, Lim Leng Bun buying, Lim Kuan Wang buying, all buying lah, all hantam lah. So if you are longer term on this one, I think can do lah. This one a lot of buying here. That's why VSA 360 will give you the kind of exposure that you never think about in a very unconventional way, that how we look in the market. And this is definitely why we want to share with you why we are in the forefront of the market looking into things you should not. Now, of course, we move on to from here to the own alert that you can see. So you can check this out and check out our VSA 360, okay? So on the Market stages that we have in here, KLCI is definitely on stage 3. Later I'm going to show you the next chart, but on the schematic, next thing we want to do is watch out for the sell-off bar, okay? So the sell-off bar is the bar that's going to come down, so you're very pre-warned. We were talking about the double top that we had, which is in the stage 3. If it doesn't sell off, then it's going to move sideways and then rebound. But I think that it's going to have a sell-off bar, scare the hell out of a lot of people first, and then before move back up. And usually that's always the case in this market in here. So look out for stage 4 markdown in here. So if you look from the market here, this is where we have the market ready to turn down. Still, railway track is still up, trend is still turning up in here. We have the double top resistance. So watch down for the stage 4 markdown, and that will be happening on the breakdown at this point, 1440. Now all this is going to coincide if we get the foreign funds outflow. All right, so all right, members of the publics in here, you have already been warned in here, but there are some opportunities which I'll talk about. Remember, what are those sectors we just shared with you just now? Can remember or not? Property, construction. Okay, that's how we know construction. From here you can see there's a trend. You want to be looking to that. So this is the VSA market stages from the FKLI in here. We can see foreign funds already outflowing in here, so more outflow. Will this hold this 200-day big support that you see on the red line in here? Definitely they're going to be retesting that 200 moving average there at the 1440. So you got to watch out for the sign of weakness. The sign that weakness, if it does break down, we're going to see a sell-off continue to hit. So where are we going back? We may go back to 1400, but we will talk about that next week if it does break. Either next week or this Friday in here. Of course, I do hope that it doesn't break like you see before. Here you have a really sideways market, 4 bars of red pentagon, 5 bars of green pentagon or blue trend zone, and then here you probably have another 4 or 5 right before the market. But all this just going to depend on the US market, what we see so far. Give me your comments, those of you who is listening here, what I've said makes sense or not. If it does make sense, give me a thumbs up, so I do know that you guys are sort of following some of these very informative sessions that we are showing you in. Fine. Now let's look at the stock screener. As I said before, one of the things you want to look at is the construction sector. So we're going to look back on the 15 in here, and this is part and parcel of what we talk about the VSA turbo trading method, right? The turbo method is the Pony Express, and especially for our members, you know that we will choose this stock. So we'll be looking on the 15th of August. We want to look back a couple of days back and to see that the market really, can move up in here. The parameters we are choosing, and I'm going to share with you too in here. So VSA 360 are available for our members in here, and if you wish to sign up, there's some information. I have that. So we are looking for the long-term trend to be in the green above support area. Now remember, market's turning, right? But there are still a lot of individual stocks that is turning up. So that's why we want to look for the ST, which is a short-term trend, and also the long-term trend turning upwards, just slightly about the turn. So we use a -5 and a -0.5 in here, right? So next we want to look at is what we call the percentage gain of the last trading day, which is yesterday, right? Today. So yesterday is the 17th of August. So 15th of August, we want to look at the gain. Make sure the gain hasn't run up that. Like those have run very high, maybe 6-7%. We don't want to chase it. But right now, being the market for what it is, you have seen this bullishness. So some of them may trickle a bit for, and that's what we want to be looking for out here. So let's take a look at the demo. Now last week we looked at Muhiba, and we have seen Muhiba as pick up in here. So this week we're just going to turn this off first and see if we're going to get what stocks, okay? And we're going to come back to it. All right. So let's take a look at our demo in here, and we'll go down to the screener. So for our futures, those of you who is interested, so you're going to go back to the 15, which is, and you can see 17 and 18 already turn red pentagon, turn red pentagon. So you can put here -0.5, ST -5, right? So you will get this whole list of stocks, which is, you can see we already scanned only 10 stocks out from here, and then we'll sort out the turnover, right? Usually anything less than 3,005 we are not interested, so we can actually sort by volume. So you can see from here, and we want to go for those generally that are, you know, in the below $1. You can see SysTech. Let's take a look. So you just need to mouse over it. Just wait for the chart to come in. Yep, you can see the red pentagon and the market pullback. The one we want a sort of nice here. We have SMM. This is a sugar hit up trust market pullback here again. Then we have Lagenda. Lagenda looks pretty good. I like Lagenda. This is Evergaucho, but Lagenda property, I wonder why it's Evergaucho. We got to check out that one. We have the next one, Uchi Tech. We have also NCorp, right? So here Gadang is construction. Remember, Gadang is nice. So it's part of the construction. But you can see there is a 2-bar reversal here. Now the market seems to be holding up in here. SysTech. We have to find one chart that's pretty nice one. You can see all started to pull back. Lagenda. We can look at Lagenda. Okay, Lagenda property. Oh, today, this morning is up. That's real time. So Lagenda looks pretty good. Okay, and we can also check out whether they are construction or property. I do think this one is property, right? You say property there. Yeah, that's right. So I wonder why it's listed in there. I need to check that one too. Okay, and so we pick Lagenda this morning in here. Let me just update this. And of course, next week, we're going to be looking back. So let's take a look at, so this is this week Lagenda. Last week we picked up Muhiba. Okay, I think Muhiba had a nice run. Yep, a nice run, which is last week was, yeah, this was the one, 11 August. But remember, we picked it much earlier. We'll start talking about around 68 cents and picking up. I do think that this is one of the in construction, right? If it's construction, then you can see just like Gadang, engineering, yeah, engineering is construction lah, correct. So this one will continue. And can you say that Gadang as well as no, Lagenda is a property in here. Did we find any construction here? Industrial, Uchi Tech. Oh yeah, Gadang construction also we can put, but Gadang the chart is not nice. The Gadang the chart is not nice. Maybe it will turn within the week, but keep an eye on it next week. You can look at it, but Legenda, the setup is nice. So it is a property, and that's how. And this stock has since moved up, which is when we start talking about it here, right to here, which is a nice 11% move. Okay, a nice 11% move. So it's no mystery how we're able to pick those shares started to pick up that we have in here. Okay, any question you want me to look at, or you can use this methodology to help you. Okay, I miss anything you say about stock, it makes sense. Thank you. Nice to say that. All right, that's good. But this is where you want to use the VSA 360, the premium selection to able to pick the stocks, able to pick up, go higher in here. Okay, so we're done with the demo. So we're going to look at Insider right now. So Insider report, it's a very unique way. I think I've talked about earlier some of the upside that you can see from here. So right now you can see for CGB, this on last week, 11 August, there was some buying in here. So let's take a look at CGB. All right, CGB, and you can see this one is central. And last week we can see from here, this was the buy. Yep, it did push up nicely in here, all the realm into $2.16. So it's a nice uptrend. You can see a nice buying here, 500 over K, RYIK, another 500K, another 500K. So that perhaps may push that stocks higher. So that's good to know. All right, and next we have the insider buying. This is a lot of insider buying for Magni. Okay, let's take a look at it too. That's from last week on Magni Tech. Right, you can see market still buying. There's a lot of buying of a little bit in that 14K, 15K. I think this is the Tan family, Tan Po Sing, the owner is buying. So it does, maybe the stocks will just hold its level in here with lots of buying in here. All right, good to know. So so let's take a look at this week for our insider buying. Okay, now the first one is VS. All right, so you can see VS, a lot of buying, the market push up in here, right? So take note, those of you who want to look at VS, and if the market do pick up, well, that'd be great, like what we saw in just now for the stocks that we have, right? And give me your comments too. Then next one we have is cepat. What I like about this is building up at the support here at around the 67 cents in here. Then the market seems to be buying, and check out who is buying for cepat. So on our VSA 360 in here, something that will help you. So this is the those of you who are interested for our VSA as well as our Pentagon Guider. You can have the 3-month, 6 months and 12-month premium membership. Comes with all our training, monthly orientation, as low as $2 in here. Great review in here, and do give us your feedback. We love to hear you. And so right now we'll come to the stock review. Okay, stock review. So if you have any stock review you want me to looking at the insider buying, do let me know. And this is where I really want to push to find out more about these kind of stocks for you. All right, so if you have any stocks, just pencil those in there, right? And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and also to our Telegram channel, where we update the latest information that will definitely help you to look into the market in here. Okay, we have Sifu, how to get VSA 360. Oh, you can go to our website, and or you can contact the number there, 010266. We'll definitely patch you up. You can go subscribe through the VSA 360 through payment installment that we have on Shopee, if that's something you want to check it out in here. So let's look at the CMSB. Okay, for start, okay, we have CMSB Chaya Mata in here. First thing you want to check out whether there's insider buying or not. The stock started to move up. This is a nice one. Lots of cluster of closers. Really nothing at buy. There's only a call to buy sometime back in May. Okay, other than that, we don't see anything. So this is good. The market has moved up already in here. It's been the green Pentagon since then. I suppose this is again got to do with what? Construction? Yeah, that's right. Got to do with construction, right? So this is more of a sector moving, like the wave, the wave that we saw, the high tide, right? And the market started to move up in here. Good one. UEM also would be the same lah. Okay, UEM, all to remember. Why? That's what I always tell the member. Pay attention to the sector. If the sector started to move up, and that's what is going to be moving up. There's a call to sell here. Just take note. There's a call to hold, right? But again, if the construction is moving up, so people are just sort of tail buying this and started to push up in here, right? You can use this to trade, and those of you trading, you can put your perhaps likelihood further away to take profit on the resistant R1 and R2 in here. All right, Terry, you can contact 010-266 to find out more information about VSA 360. So that's all we have for this morning. You can also subscribe to our newsletter available in our website in here. We thank you and have a good weekend. And I'll be back on Monday on the Breakfast Show. Thank you for your attention.